Welcome back to the series of Onshape tutorials where we are modelling a battery powered torch. In the last video we added some detail to the head of the torch. In this video we're going to add in a simple lens. Let's first of all rename this part, so right click on part 1, rename, and we'll type in torch head. Now we haven't created a thread on this part, we're just doing that to save a bit of time. It's something you could go back and add, follow the instructions for the torch body. Okay, let's create the new part then. So I'm going to right click on the right plane and left click on new sketch, then press N on the keyboard so I'm viewing normal to it. I've got the grip here and I've got the torch sort of head facing to the left. If yours is looking in the opposite direction, just draw this in the opposite way. First thing I'm going to do is put a center line in, so the line tool and the construction tool start at the origin and just come out to the left of the torch. Press escape if you're trying to do a multi-line tool. I'm now just going to draw another line. I'm going to make sure that it's over the head of the torch, doesn't matter where, and just make sure that it's a vertical line, and then press escape to make sure that you've just got the single line. Let's add some dimensions in. So from the left hand edge of the torch to the line, I want to be 8mm. From the bottom of the line to the center line, I want to be 43, and from the top of the line to the center line I want to be 45. So if I zoom in you can just see the line there. Next thing I'm going to do is use the center circle tool. So I'm going to line that up with the origin and sort of come along the edge of this work plane, and anywhere over to the right really I can click to do the center, and then I'm going to pick up the bottom point of that line and make sure that it connects. Then with the trim tool I'm going to trim off that curve, so it's going to trim between the line and the center line that we created earlier. I'm going to dimension that curve so that it's a radius of 150mm or a diameter of 300. I now want to create an offset of this to help create our shape. So I'm going to use the offset tool. I'm going to left click on the curve, and then just zooming in I'm going to left click on the line. I'm going to drag it the other way because I want it to be to the right. Press enter, and then I'm going to enter a dimension of 1mm. So we've now got our profile. I'm just now going to use the line tool to join up the two ends of our part. So you can see I'm just dragging them and snapping them so that we've got a complete shape. And then finally I'm just going to revolve that. So I'm going to go to the isometric view. We can see the profile there. I'm going to use the revolve tool, and the revolve axis is going to be the construction line that we had earlier, and just click on the tick. Now that's added it into that part. I don't want to add that into that part. I want that to be a new part. So let's edit revolve to, right click, edit, and you can see where it said add, where we're adding to the existing part. Let's change that and make that new, so we're creating a new part, and down here we've now got part 2. Click the tick again and we can right click on there and rename that, and we'll call it torch lens. And that is simply that part created. In the next video we'll look at creating the reflector.